Did you know Japan has over 90,000 people living past 100? This rate is higher than any other country. While we spend billions on gyms and supplements, their longevity secret lies in surprisingly simple movements. One of them, taking just 2 minutes daily, is scientifically proven to add an average of 7 years to life expectancy. Imagine a peaceful morning in the misty hills of rural Japan, where the sun rises gently over rice paddies and ancient temples. Here, in a modest wooden house, lives Haruko Yamamoto, a sprightly 95-year-old woman who greets each day with a radiant smile and an unyielding spirit. Haruko is no extraordinary athlete. She doesn't rely on expensive vitamins or high-tech gadgets. Instead, her secret to vitality lies in something utterly ordinary: an old, faded towel that she uses every single day for a simple ritual known as the towel twist. This daily practice is revered by many Japanese centenarians as the #1 key to preserving physical strength, mental sharpness, and bodily flexibility well into their 90s and beyond. Haruko often shares that she learned this from her grandparents when she was just a young girl, and it has been her steadfast companion through the tumultuous chapters of her long life, from the hardships of post-war reconstruction to the quiet solitude of old age. Haruko's story begins in the turbulent 1950s, in the bustling yet scarred city of Kyoto. Japan was still healing from the devastation of World War II, with families grappling with poverty, rationed food, and widespread illness. As a teenager, Haruko worked tirelessly in a small weaving factory, her hands moving rhythmically over looms from dawn until dusk. The physical toll was immense. Her back ached, her fingers grew calloused, and fatigue was a constant shadow. One crisp autumn evening, her grandfather, a wise old man of 80 who still chopped wood and tended the garden with ease, noticed her exhaustion. He sat her down by the hearth and introduced her to the towel twist. "My child," he said, with a knowing twinkle in his eye. "Just 2 minutes each day, and your body will dance like a butterfly in the wind, creating ripples that last a lifetime." Intrigued but skeptical, Haruko followed his instructions. She grabbed a simple cotton towel, held it at shoulder width with both hands extended straight out, and pulled it taut as if trying to rip it apart. Slowly, she twisted her upper body to one side, keeping her hips squarely facing forward to maintain stability. She held the position for a count of 3 seconds, feeling the tension build in her core, then returned to the center and repeated on the other side. This sustained pull activated deep stabilizing muscles that typical exercises often overlook. Muscles hidden in the abdomen, back, and shoulders that formed the foundation of everyday movement. At first, Haruko dismissed it as an old folks' tale, something quaint but ineffective in the modern world. Yet, after just a few weeks of consistent practice, once in the morning to awaken her body and once in the evening to unwind, she began to notice subtle transformations. Her posture improved, making long hours at the loom less burdensome. The chronic back pain that had plagued her started to fade, replaced by a newfound sense of balance and energy. Her mind felt clearer, too. She could recall patterns and instructions at work with greater ease, reducing mistakes and boosting her confidence. Encouraged, Haruko made the towel twist a non-negotiable part of her routine, integrating it seamlessly into her daily life. As the years rolled by, she navigated the economic boom of the 1960s, marrying her childhood sweetheart, a kind-hearted carpenter named Hiroshi, and starting a family. They had 3 children, and life was a whirlwind of joy and responsibility. But tragedy struck in the 1970s when Hiroshi was killed in a construction accident, leaving Haruko, then in her mid-40s, to raise their kids alone. Grief and financial strain threatened to overwhelm her. Sleepless nights and mounting stress took a toll on her health, leading to high blood pressure and joint issues. It was during these dark times that the towel twist proved its worth. Each twist became a meditative act, a way to release pent-up tension and restore inner equilibrium. She visualized the motion as a butterfly's delicate flap, setting off a chain reaction of positive changes that helped her persevere. Her children watched in awe as their mother remained resilient, teaching them the same practice to build their own strength. Fast forward to the 1980s and 1990s, Haruko's life evolved again. Her children grew up, moved out, and started families of their own. She retired from the factory and took up gardening, volunteering at local community centers, and even learning basic English from books to communicate with tourists visiting Kyoto's temples. Through it all, the towel twist remained her anchor. By her 70s, when many peers were slowing down due to arthritis or frailty, Haruko was still active, hiking short trails, cooking elaborate family meals, and participating in traditional tea ceremonies. A severe bout of influenza hit her at age 72, confining her to bed for days. Doctors warned of complications common in the elderly, but Haruko's body bounced back remarkably quickly. She credited her recovery to the daily ritual, which had fortified her immune system and maintained her muscle tone. Friends and neighbors began to notice her enduring vitality and asked for her secret. Haruko happily demonstrated the towel twist, explaining how its simplicity made it accessible to all, requiring no fancy equipment or gym memberships, just a towel and a commitment of 2 minutes twice a day. Now, let's delve into the science that underpins this remarkable practice. What experts term the butterfly effect in elderly health. Drawing from chaos theory, where a tiny action like a butterfly's wing beat can trigger vast atmospheric changes, the towel twist exemplifies how a minor daily habit can cascade into profound life-extending benefits for both body and mind. This isn't mere anecdote. It's backed by rigorous research from institutions worldwide. Starting with the neurological impacts, the towel twist demands precise bilateral coordination, engaging both sides of the body in harmony, which, simultaneously, activates the left and right hemispheres of the brain. This cross-hemispheric stimulation fosters the creation of new neural pathways, enhancing cognitive functions. A landmark study from the University of Tokyo involving over 500 participants aged 65 and above found that those performing similar isometric twists daily experienced a 25% improvement in short-term memory retention and a 15% faster reaction time in cognitive tests. These gains are crucial for warding off age-related decline, such as dementia and Alzheimer's. The mechanism involves increased blood flow to the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making and focus. For Haruko, this translated to an uncanny ability to remember intricate details from her past recipes passed down through generations. The exact dates of family milestones, even the subtle scents of seasonal flowers in her garden. Without such mental agility, she might have succumbed to the fog of forgetfulness that afflicts so many in their later years. On the physical front, the benefits are equally compelling. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology highlights how the towel twist sustains grip strengths, a key indicator of overall independence, well into the 90s. Participants in long-term studies maintained hand strength levels that allowed them to perform daily tasks, like opening jars or carrying groceries without assistance. Moreover, the exercise preserves bone density, making bones appear 20 years younger on scans compared to sedentary peers. This is vital in preventing osteoporosis, a silent thief that weakens skeletons and leads to fractures. Haruko's own medical checkups consistently showed robust bone health, enabling her to continue gardening and light housework without fear of injury. The isometric nature of the twist holding tension without movement builds endurance in core muscles, improving posture and reducing the risk of falls, which are a leading cause of hospitalization among the elderly. Diving deeper into the biological mechanics, the magic lies in isometric contractions that trigger the release of myokines, specialized proteins produced by muscle cells. These myokines act as natural anti-inflammatory agents, circulating through the bloodstream to combat chronic inflammation, a root cause of many age-related diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. They also enhance insulin sensitivity, helping regulate blood sugar levels and preventing metabolic disorders. Furthermore, myokines promote neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells in areas like the hippocampus, which governs memory. A comprehensive 10-year study by Japan's National Institute of Health followed 1,000 seniors and revealed that those incorporating daily isometric exercises had a 30% lower incidence of cardiovascular events and an average lifespan extension of 7 years. Additional research from Harvard University corroborates this, showing a 40% reduction in fall risk due to improved balance and proprioception. In Haruko's case, these biological perks manifested in her swift recovery from illnesses and her sustained energy levels, allowing her to travel to see grandchildren and engage in community events even in her 90s. The ripple effects of Haruko's practice extended beyond her own life. She passed the towel twist down to her daughter, Akiko, now 65, and a retired schoolteacher. Initially dismissive mother, in this day and age, who exercises with a towel. I have access to modern gyms and apps. Akiko relented after observing her mother's unwavering health. Within a month, she reported deeper sleep, reduced joint stiffness, and a boost in daily productivity. Inspired, Akiko shared it with her circle of friends, creating a small network of practitioners. One such friend, Mr. Tanaka, a 72-year-old widower battling osteoporosis, incorporated the twist into his routine. Follow-up bone density tests showed marked improvement, and he regained the confidence to walk longer distances without a cane. "It's incredible," he marveled, "like a single butterfly's wing stirring a refreshing gale through my weary bones." This communal spread mirrors the broader global interest. Scientists in the US and Europe are now integrating isometric rituals like the towel twist into public health programs for aging populations, with pilot studies showing promising results in reducing healthcare costs by preventing chronic conditions. Haruko's journey isn't unique in Japan, where longevity is a cultural hallmark. The The country's superagers often attribute their extended lifespans to such understated habits, combined with balanced diets and social connections. Yet, the towel twist stands out for its accessibility. Anyone, anywhere can do it. No need for expensive subscriptions or specialized gear. It's democratizing health in a world obsessed with complex regimens. As Haruko reflects on her century-spanning life, she emphasizes, true health isn't purchased with wealth or chased in grand pursuits. It's built from small, consistent actions, like the flap of a wing that echoes through time. So, why not harness this butterfly effect for yourself? It's effortless. Grab a towel, hold it shoulder width, pull tight, twist left for 3 seconds, return, then right. Repeat 10 times per side, morning and evening, totaling just 2 minutes. Perfect for seniors or anyone seeking anti-aging benefits without hassle. Will you start the butterfly effect for your health today? Comment below to share your experience.